this is 3 minutes, so I'm not going to sit there for 3 minutes of that. We are now the manager of FC Fredericia. I was going to do a really fancy intro then. I don't know, I might still edit one in, who knows. I love the badge. That's why I've come to this club. I've been confirmed as the new manager of Fredericia. I replace Jonas Dahl. Now let's dive into what this club is like. It's got a 2-star reputation. I came in because my assistant manager's name was Morton. As a Morton myself, that's chuffing lovely. We're going to be playing at Monjasa Park. It's got exceptional youth recruitment. We might be here longer than we expected. Basic training facilities, basic youth facilities. Last season they finished 6th in our league. They won the Danish Series Group 3 in 1991 and were predicted to finish 7th in our current league. Founded in 1991, the club is only 28 years of age. Professional Danish club playing in this division will be looking to build on their mid-table finish last season. That's right. We finished 6th last year. We're predicted to finish 7th this year. We play at Monjasa Park. Yada, yada, yada. The club has a good academy and excellent youth recruitment. And we have a fierce rivalry with Bold Clubben, which I adore. 28-year barren spell. We've not won a competition since our inception, one would assume. And we finished runners-up in that league in 99 and 2001. Won the 4th tier for the only time and finished runners-up once. This is our side. We've got a few faces. We've got Kierkegaard, Dawa, Holvad as a front three. A few players here that are on loan from FC Midtjylland. I'm going to check they may be a parent club. What we need to do is to strive to make progress on and off the pitch. That's something we all want to do. We need to work within wage budget. That is required. We must finish top half this season and reach the 3rd round. Then we need to start working towards gaining promotion to the next division up, the top division. And by 2023-24 season, we should have completed it. These are the players in the last year of the contract. I mean, he's got absolutely no interest. Our star player, that's great. This guy's someone to keep an eye on. That's fine. Oh, he's made a contract offer. We're well aware about this. I don't need a tactics induction. We're going to request an upgrade to youth facilities as the very first thing. Yeah, that's fair enough. That should have been expected. And that's about that in terms of our overall thing. Our squad is pretty small. 3, 6, 17-man squad. That is literally enough for one match day. Rasmus Moller looks like he's got potential to not be terrible. And then in our under-19s is pretty diabolical. Now, let's take these other guys off. Starman, Andreas Augustin. I don't play with an attacking mid, so he will be learning to play literally anywhere else. Christian Kierkegaard. Kelsa, please, an attacking mid. It's going to be hard. Aegon Macaulay is an attacking mid. So our 3 best players are all attacking mids. Central attacking midfielders. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Other than that, the team is okay. We've got, so our most expensive player for the starting 11, it's kind of 50k sort of way, and we've got 5k and 500 quid a week transfer budget, which, you know, that is absolutely nothing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rabbit away for a little while, and I'm going to dive into the side. I'm going to build a tactic, and I'm going to have a little look at free transfers, loans. Let's see what I can do. Probably not a lot, but right. I'm back, but like 3 days later, I started doing this. Wait, what? Tuesday? It's now Friday at 7 p.m. Several days have passed. I've had a haircut. A lot has happened. I also did some bits in game. So you join us on the day of our opening fixture for FC Fredericia. The first episode of the series in general went up yesterday, so I hope you guys liked it. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate some of the support. I will do some pushes on my main channel to push it out a bit more, but yeah, we'll keep it how it is for now. Now, I have done a bit of work. We don't have any players or anything like that. We didn't have anything. So some things have been happening. The window's still open. So there's a contract in for this guy. There's a contract in for this guy. So people tried to get one of our star youngsters, but I managed to fend them off and offer him a new deal. He was on an amateur contract. So it's a lot. As you can see, I've been trying to do a lot. Let's have a look at the transfer history. Now, obviously, these ones were already here, but this is what I've done. So, there's a lot here. A couple loans where we're paying 500 quid a month, that's nothing. A loan where we're paying nothing, and then some free transfers. So we're going to talk you through one at a time. We'll start off with Tobias Monkholm. We had no centre-backs. I was desperate. We got this guy literally as a free on a no-wage contract just because I needed centre-backs. He's in. Ahmed Dagim. I like this guy literally so much. He's a loan. He's a 4-star. Now, I want him to play here like that, but I like him. I think he's decent. We're not really paying any money. Even as a winger, he's our best left winger at the club. So I like him a lot. Bernard Itua. This guy, probably a mistake, but look, we might get to a point in January, February, something like that, or, mid-December where we need a centre-back. If it happened in January, we'd just get one. But technically, he's our best defender. He's a 30-year-old. He's on 400 bob a week. It's fine. He should be all right. Morton Rasmussen. Signed this guy because his name is Morton. He's a centre-back. He'll probably not start because he's 34 years old and literally probably slower than me. But calm head, I needed centre-backs. Andreas Albeck, right back. Although his stats aren't really too conducive to a fullback, he has got 11 crossing, which I like. I'll probably play him as a fullback defend. But I like some of his stats. Again, not the quickest. In fact, he's slow. But he's 27, sensible head on him, like I said, and 3.5 stars makes him our best right back. I feel like I'm improving the squad slightly. Nikolai Giertsen, another centre-back. I'm not kidding when I said we were really short on centre-backs. Like, we literally didn't have any. These few extras give us the opportunity to play the 5 at the back if need be. And this guy's all right. We haven't got anyone that can pass out from the back, but heading, marking, tackling, these are all decent stats. He's okay. He's on a loan for this season, so he's fine. Whatever. 500 quid a month's nothing. Waldemir Clem. This guy's a centre mid. Stats aren't all that great. But we're not paying any money, and he's just in the club. I think, in fact, one of my director of footballs might have brought this one in because I don't remember him at all, unless it was just a mistake. And then we have Frederick Carlson. He's a box-to-box centre mid, 4-star. He's very nicely physical. He's decent. He's a Norwegian lad. We've got a bit of a mix between the Danish and the Norwegians. And then this is our starting 11 at the minute. Now, we've actually got some strength in depth, which is something I was key to get. Now, if we look in terms of, if I tick all these boys in, we're going to ignore Victor Darwag. And in fact, let me check his contract. Do we have a buyout? No. Yeah, I'm not interested in making him work. But Rasmus Moller, he's a tidy little player. Agon Mukali, tidy little player. We've got a few youngsters coming through. But our first 11, I'm going to show you this. This is what I want to do. Next change. So things have obviously happened. I'm gonna keep it. No, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna change it to that for him. I haven't really adjusted these as some of the signings have come in. But I don't think Bernardo. Why is this guy no? Oh yes, we're also trying to get him in, who'll be able to play a bit more efficiently as a ball player. So this guy's very slow. This guy is 22 but very slow. I'm gonna go for the older, very slow one. That we're going to swap out for Bernardo, but just make him just a no-nonsense centre-back. I want to be playing with ball players, but I can't, so that's just the way it is. Left-back, Nikolai Ritter. He's, not too suited to full-back. He wants to be a bit more attacking, but I don't really want him to be a bit more attacking. Then we've got this guy who, he's got okay tackling, I think. Yeah, I quite like him actually as a DM. He's not the most suited to it. I think, if I put him on, I put him on to train that position. Then we've got this guy, he can play as a Metzala. Look, we've not really got any options. Carlson, again, a nice tidy player. Kirkgaard on the left, I think he's got stats that might suit this position. Balance isn't so good, but everything else is pretty good. So I'm going to try him there for now. We do have the option of our lone player. Now on the right, we've got Augustin, who is our best option on the right. Again, really nice stats. He's naturally a central midfielder, but, good acceleration and pace. I think he'll be suited to the right, and I'm going to train him to get better as an attacking winger. So, that's that. And then Holvad up top. Anders Holvad. He's not very good. I think that's the message for me to impart to you guys is that this team is not very good. On our bench, we've got Jacob Buss, he can play a lot of positions, but he's terrible. Gitson is really slow. Mikkelsen, old. Dagim is on loan and doesn't suit the positions we want. Can I train him, actually? Sorry, dude, I'm going to ruin your career. Welcome to Fredericia. I don't know if I'm saying the name right, by the way. Please correct me. Is it Fredericia? I don't really know the ins and outs of that language too well. Gertson, he can play as a midfielder if we need an attacking playmaker. And then we've got Steven Enner, who actually, in terms of finishing the first touch, is okay. As a pressing forward, incredibly slow. He's 23, but there is physical. So, the moral of this story is, our team's not great. Rasmus Moller might eventually do a job. We've got some younger players down here. But our team's pretty terrible, and I've got no money, and we're in minus wages. And if we sell players, we get 25% of the budget, and we don't have anyone that we can really sell. So, you can understand where I am. But we're going to play a 4-3-3. I've got options. I can move into this. I might create a version that's a little more like that, because we've got some attacking playmakers, but I'm not a fan. We're going to try this. We'll see what happens. We're going to play one game in this video after this long introduction, and then next episode, I don't know. I don't know who's good in this league. I don't know. Look, this is much of a mystery. You need a goalie on the bench. All right, fine. Who am I willing to drop? Got to give some numbers out. Is any one of these starting? I can't even remember. Well, since Bernard de Two is one of us, we'll give him 5. Albeck's starting. I don't like that number, but and then we'll just give the loanees random numbers because I don't care enough. Right, wish me luck. This is my first Football Manager match on screen in a long time. I can't remember what I used to, what camera angle I used to use. I currently use sideline, so I don't know if that's conducive to this. We've got it on key highlights, so deal with it. No, the camera should be sideline. I reset my settings just now. I'm going to play on this for now. Oh, everything's gone weird. Let me know if you guys like this or not, and if it suits, and if you don't like it, then we won't bother. I change between this and 2D usually. So we're playing in the red. HB Koge. I called him Kobe just now. We're in the blue. And Johansson has put it wide. Fine. It's not a problem. So I am quite concerned about a few aspects of this team. I'm going to be honest with you guys. But I'm hoping we've got enough talent in the squad that it's not a major problem. That guy's nearly scored with a cross. The ball dynamics look different. So I don't think I've played a match since full release. Full release was a couple days ago. I played quite a bit in the beta, but the match engine looks fluid. Also, haven't played on this computer. I've only played on my laptop, so that was horrendous. Did you guys? Just want to make sure everyone saw that. If they go down the other end and score. Is this guy Swedish? No, he's Danish. I had a Johansson that was really good in another save. Bugger. Basically. Fredericia dropped down to 12th. I can't remember what our expectations or anything were, to be honest, but we are battering them in possession. I'm going to get them to be even more disciplined as well. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. People are getting booked already. Our team aren't very good. But I hope to just pass and press teams to death. And hopefully someone can just bang it in. We should have a lot of steel and determination in the midfield, hopefully. I think as the season goes on, I'm going to spend more time analysing the attributes of players, and we'll get a better understanding of what needs to go on. Now, this is likely to go bad because they're just passing and passing and passing. I didn't feel too confident about that. But, you know, that's how we keep... I'm going to take off the be more disciplined because that annoyed me. I'm going to be... No, it's not just complete change it. Sorry, I'm tinkering a bit at the minute because I don't know how this team play. I've done a similar tactic with a better side. I experimented it with Charlton. Now, I know they're not great, but they've got better players than this. And I don't know if this is conducive to working with a team as terrible. We're also getting a lot of highlights for not a lot of action, and they seem relatively slow. Another potential issue is we don't have the fastest team in the world. So we might keep getting done over the top. But I do like the way we are holding possession. We might be 1-0 down, but this is nice. There you go. That's beautiful. That should have been a goal. I got a little bit too quick at the end there, I must say. I wish you could slow it down depending on where the highlight is at. So when it's just a bit more mundane passing, you know, who knows. 34 minutes in now, though. Ritter, Kierkegaard. You know, we're doing a little bit. We're pottering around. Augustin, Ege. We've got some interesting named players. But we're not breaking through yet. But Kierkegaard's coming forward, straight at the goalkeeper. So I've got a shoot on sight on because I've found playing with 3 midfielders, you get a lot of chances on the edge of the box. And I found it to be quite effective. But I don't think that's going to be the case for this team. Because I think they're all just going to be at the goalie. We're dominating possession away from home. I'm going to tell them they've been unlucky because I do believe that. They have scored, you know, we conceded from about here on the pitch. Bernard too has been booked. I'm almost certain he'll get a red. That's what we just assume. The corner's whipped in by the Kogi. Korge. I'm really sorry. I haven't got this accent on lock, so I don't really know the words, the pronunciation. Holvad's put one wide there. Wonder when it's time for a change. I don't know. I think now. Kirk is struggling. So, I'm going to start off by doing this. Who wants to play there the most? I think I might put Mukkali in, right? With the system we're playing, it might work. This is very much a test, guys. Opening day of the season, though. First team to play. But it's not over. It is not over. Edgar to Carlson. Peterson. Lose the ball. They've whipped it in. Albeck gets it away. Only as far as Toby. I wish we had a Toby. Jensen. Well played by the goalie. Right. More changes to be done. Mukkali's going on the left. And we're bringing on a striker. Do either of our guys suit a complete forward? No. Wow. Absolutely not. Advanced forward. Enna. We need some strikers this season, don't we? What do you do without strikers, lads? Mukkali. On the ball. There's a chance. There's a chance to get that in. Going on attacking on turn to show some passion. It's free kick. Whipped in by Mukkali. I thought that was a highlight. Guess not. Albeck is dead on his feet. Ege to Albeck. Played that over to Ritter. Now go on, play that one more. But cross it. It gets you sometimes, doesn't it? Right, we're going for it. More direct. Forget this possession. We brought on a more attacking central midfielder. Going to encourage the team to push forward. Get on up there. This would be an underwhelming first game, wouldn't it? Let's just get everyone forward. That was all for nothing. Damn it! 26 shots, 11 on target, 61% possession. There are positives to take from our first game at the club. It's down to you to decide what those positives are. What happened, happened. Now, it does say the division begins in 2 days, which does strike me as a bug. I'm not sure why we've played on the Thursday. I assume all the other fixtures are on Saturday. So we brought 10 fans to that match. 10. So, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to bring you back on Wednesday the 7th of August for Slagelsh. Probably not how you say it. They've got a cool badge though, haven't they? They are not in our division and they only have one real player. So, we're going to play against this team and this team in the next match. And I'm going to see if I can pick up a striker in the window. Probably won't be able to. But we'll see what we can do. When does the window close? The window closes on the 2nd of September. So we've got ages. No worries at all. Right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if it is your first time watching. Have a fantastic day. And as always, I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.